All right, so it's morning still, right? Good morning, everyone. This is Twist Gaming, and we are live at Dice Tower Con in sunny Orlando, Florida. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Matt, that's Aaron over there, and we have our next special guest of the day, Mr. Ken Shannon. How you doing today, Ken?
I'm doing great.
Pleasure, as always.
Pleasure, yeah.
So we've had you on the stream once or twice before, and it's always been fun, but today you're showing off something new for us.
Yes, I am.
What is this you're showing us?
So this is a new game that's coming out, it's debuting at Gen Con called The Witching Hour Approaching Dawn. There we are. And it is a cooperative game where everything you do to help yourself during the game hurts the person to your left.
Oh, jeez.
So as the game goes by, you cannot survive the game just being friendly. You have to harm the other person. Mm-hmm. So it kind of has a nice feel where people who don't like cooperative games can kind of jump in and still have that fun of like they take that, but they can't do too much or you could all lose.
Because I have to keep him alive.
Because if even one of us fails, like to die, we all lose because the coven dies.
Okay.
So the story behind the game, and this is a very much story-driven game, is that I'll show All Hallows Eve here. So if you want to put it on
I can put that in the card cam for you.
So on Halloween,
there you go.
Since last Halloween, at least one of us has done something wrong. And so, since one of us has done something wrong, on Halloween, our personal demons manifest from our corruption and attack us each.
Oh boy.
So I know what you did last Halloween.
Right, exactly. I knew what you did last Halloween. But the thing is that anything that we do to help ourselves, like I said, goes to the other person. So we're all connected. If any of us get too corrupt, we all get sucked down, and the demons get to steal all of our souls.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's what makes it a little bit different than any other cooperative game, is that you're kind of having to screw everyone else over to survive.
But just enough.
Just enough to not let things blow up.
Right.
So that's the gist of it. Let's just get right into how to play. So before we actually play the game, I'm going to show you a few things. We'll start with the demons. So there's little baby starter demons, if you want to put yours up there. Okay, so how the starter demons work is they have an amount of corruption that they give you. Every other demon eats that amount of corruption. So we're just going to go ahead and take that amount of corruption. These little black cubes represent corruption. The small ones are 1s. The larger ones are 5s. And the big octagons are 10s.
Okay.
So if you look at your little guy, so I have 2. You have, for example, you have 2.
Okay.
So you gain 2 corruption up in the little blue munchy mouth at the top. Like that, yes, absolutely. And then you're going to put that on your character. And then there's a number of sigils that are gray. Mm-hmm. You're going to open those up. So I open up, you're going to open up, it looks like...
What are the names of those sigils?
Each of the sigils, we left them open into interpretation. I like to call the top one Coffin, because it looks like one.
It does look like a coffin.
Star is the second one, if you just want to pull them all off for a second to show.
Yeah. I don't know how good this is going to... Let me get this over onto the hand cam here so everyone can see.
You can see, oh, look at that, almost. So I call them Coffin, Star, Tri-Moon, Crawl, Demon, or Goat, and Beetle. But I would say 90% of the time, if you are not colorblind, you would say red, green, orange, blue, yellow, and purple. But that's all dependent on how you want to do it. We tried to make it so that there's lots of different ways to be able to tell people. Yeah. So that's the gist. So you had to open up those 3. So open means that you can see the sigil. I have the inversion, so I'll have myself looking like this.
Oh, we're opposites.
We're opposites. Opposites attract. Mm-hmm. It works. So, and then look at you over there.
I opened all mine.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Do I get a prize?
You do. You get demons.
Oh, wonderful.
Yay.
So let's explain what that means. So all the future demons, let's go ahead and show them. So here we go. Let's look at somebody who's really, really cool. So there are some demons like this guy who doesn't have any sigils that he needs. He just shows up if you have enough corruption. At the top it says 6. Mm-hmm. So he needs 6 corruption to be he will eat 6 of your corruption on your character.
Okay.
Basically, literally manifest as that 6 corruption and show up and try to eat you and kill you.
Oh, that's fun.
Well, not kill you, just consume your soul and take you down to hell. It's not quite.
Oh, that's not that bad.
It's not as bad. You know, it's a little bit better. And then so that's an example of him. And then there's other people, like say, here's a crazy one. He requires all sigils to be shown to be. So you could get them because you have all 6 sigils open.
Okay.
But neither of us could because they're qualifiers.
Right.
So not only do you give corruption to your friend when you're going to play your hand, it's also going to open up their sigils. So the more powerful the spell, the more often it will open up sigils. The more often it will open up sigils, the more likely you're going to add demons to your friend.
Okay.
And occasionally you might want to, because their corruption might be so high that you need
They need something
to eat it.
Oh, makes
So it's a
sense.
nice balancing act as you play the game. Am I going to help my friend by just opening everything up, but totally also give them huge, crazy things to kill them? So isn't that a nice way to start the morning?
Oh, yeah.
You know, kind of be like, hey, how you doing? Pretty good.
I'm gonna open all
Just
your
gonna
sigils,
condemn
and
your
then I'm gonna
soul.
eat
It's
you.
fine.
A lot of people say things like, I'm so sorry. This is just going to hurt.
I have to.
It's not my fault. So before we go to the we'll actually go to the decks now. So the deck, everybody starts with 8 starting cards, and I'm going to go ahead and show a few of them off. So that is perfect. So that's a basic card in the game. It has a little lightning bolt on it, and you can also notice that it's black and white. I'm going to go ahead and hand you something, and hand you a hand, and let's see if this will fit on the camera there. I don't know if it will. Will that fit on the camera?
It might. We'll give it a shot. We can get most of it.
Oh, most of it's so close. Okay, let's just push it over a little bit more. There we go, perfect.
Okay.
So you would normally splay your hand. There you go, perfect. And that little one at the end has a special ability, so we're going to spin it like this to just show that it has a special ability here. So
Okay.
you see that little lightning bolt in the circle?
Yeah.
So what's happening is what's cool, you start with a starting hand that has those lightning bolts, and almost nothing else in the game gives you them. They power your most powerful spells, thinning your deck. So as you play the game, if you want to, for that one, for example, it has a little eyeball. I'll explain what that is in a second, but since it has the lightning bolt,
Right.
you would basically get to place a token on that card, and at the end of the turn, it gets destroyed, and it thins your deck. And then you get the power, that is super power, the big powerful one from the circle.
Okay.
But if you do it too much, then late in the game, your deck has no potential and you can't power your most powerful spells. So you have to decide how you want to thin and when you want to thin your deck. So that's the gist. And then the other thing about it is I'm just going to show it right there. That's perfect. What's going to happen is we're going to draw 5 cards. And what our decision-making process is each card can be played as either black or white magic. If you go ahead and spin the top card there, either card, you'll see that is black. So if I was to play that hand, for example, I would be generating 5 black magic and 1 white magic. But if you spin it back, I'd be generating 4 black magic and only 1 white magic. And you might say, well, why not just always play the highest number? That's because every point of black magic you play adds corruption to the person to your left. And also, you'll notice that there's little sigils on the black cards.
Yes.
Right? So those are the sigils you'll open. So maybe, if that was my hand, I didn't want to open his purple sigil because I was worried he has too little corruption. I don't want big demons showing up on him or whatever.
Right.
So, as an example. So that's how the decisions work. So now
Is it safe to assume then that the black magic spells are more powerful than the white magic?
they are about 3 times more powerful on average.
Okay.
White magic is cool because it will heal you a little and it will place white magic into the white magic pool, which you can't see on camera. Basically, little white magic cubes get put in a pool, and that pool.
See it back there.
Yeah, see if you can see it. Okay, yeah, good. That pool can be used by you to help anyone else, but it can't help yourself. So you can't use white magic to help yourself in any way. It can only be used on your turn to help everyone else.
Okay.
Got that?
Very cool.
All right, so the last thing we'll talk about the demons, how they attack you and how you fight them, and then secrets and are cool. All right, so if you look at that demon, you're going to see that there's 4 numbers up top. You've got a 2, a 4, a 2, and like a card being spun, and then a 0 and a cube.
Right.
So the first number is called your bind number. That's what you do to make the demon turn off. Basically, you pause it stun it for a round. And it won't hurt you. All right. So that gets turned. If you do that, you'll turn the demon sideways, and it won't hurt you until next hour.
Okay.
The second number is blow it up. So if you play that second number, it's gone from the game, and you're out. You don't have to deal with it anymore. So that would be 4 magic to kill it.
Okay.
Right? And then the 2 is if you don't kill it, it's going to kill 2 of our cards from our spell deck. If our spell deck goes to 0, if our pentagram has no spells in it, we lose the game. Okay? And at the end there, the 0 corruption is how much corruption it would deal to you personally if you don't hit it, if you don't pause it.
Pause it or kill it.
Pause it or kill it. But, my guy does 4 corruption, as an example.
Yours is a little worse.
Yeah. So, you can see that's crazy. So that's good. So you guys have a general understanding of how that works?
I think so.
So there's 1 or 2 other little things about the demons, but I'll describe them as we play, just so we can get into it.
Okay.
So go ahead and take your hands, and you're gonna actually shuffle them and make them a deck. Do not draw from the deck. So so go ahead and just put that aside.
Okay.
And before we do one last thing, I have to explain secrets. So everybody has a secret. and I'm going to go ahead and let you put this one on camera.
Okay.
So that one is a secret, and basically they change how you have to play the game. So at the top there it says you can put a corruption on this card at the end of any hour in which you could end your turn with no demons in front of you. So you have to blow up all the demons in front of you, or someone else has to for you to be able to progress this secret. If you were to progress this secret, that'd be upside down, but you'd put a corruption from yourself onto it at the end of the turn to show that you've progressed it.
Okay.
Once you get to the resolution, which is that one says what? If there's at least 2 of them on it, you get to reveal the card, and then something good happens.
Add 2 white magic to the
White
pool
magic
for
to the
each
pool
corruption
for
on
each
the
corruption card. And then if you fail, then whatever at the bottom it says. We deck 3 cards.
Okay.
Okay? So if you fail by the end of the game to kill it, well, too bad for you. We're going to do that. But you can
Gotcha.
choose whether you want to do that or not. If we have a really great high-end spell deck, you're like, I don't care. We're just let that happen. So it's not supposed to be directed play where you just have to do it. It's do I want to do it?
You have a choice.
You have a choice,
And
exactly.
it's really a choice.
It's a true choice. 90% of the time. Occasionally you're like, okay, I really don't want this to happen, right?
To.
So in this game we're playing All Hallows Eve. I'm going to go ahead and read the story and we'll play. Is that good for you guys?
Sounds good.
Okay. So the game usually is played over 6 hours. I'm going to show the little clock here. The clock moves from 1 to 6. We're starting on hour 1. And let's go ahead and read All Hallows Eve. So every one of these have a story, so I'm going to read it. And one of our pets, you can see this is a little kitty cat. Her little friend, Mr. Patterson, is his name. That's Jen DeFur, but Mr. Patterson.
That's Mr. Patterson.
That's Mr. Patterson right
Okay.
there. So Mr. Patterson was the old coven. The one there's another coven that failed. That's in the book as a story to tell you what went wrong.
Okay.
And later on in the game, you can go actually try to save them down in hell. You jump down into hell together and grab them. So each of the games change. But right now, Mr. Patterson is talking to us about it's Halloween, and he's like, okay, something went wrong. So this is what the story is. He says, it's Halloween and all hell has broke loose. Mr. Patterson looks down at the rest of you. One or more of you witches has used magic for personal reasons over the last year, didn't you? Well, didn't you? The cat looks very smug. Of course you did! And now, look, your personal demons are manifesting in front of you to attempt to steal the coven's magic. Did you not listen to anything I told you during training? Sigh. Well, look, now you're going to have to survive till dawn. Too bad for you. So, yeah, Mr. Patterson's kind of,
He's kind of grumpy.
he's grumpy. He's a grumpy cat.
Yeah.
Snickers is much nicer. She's a much sweeter cat. So that's another one. So one of us is going to be the leader. It looks like it's going to be Matt. So
Oh, okay.
At the start of the game, we're going to go ahead and place our cards face down here. And in the instructions on the back of All Hallows Eve, it tells you how to set up the game. Now we've already done that, so there's not that important to do. But the only thing we haven't done is we have to place our soul links on spell decks. So we'll do that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and if you're leader, you're going to place your spell deck on your soul link icon, which you can show in.
So that's the soul link there?
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to throw that on 6. And then since I'm second, I go on 5, and you go on 4. So our soul links is basically, it looks like one of us has done, or all of us have done something wrong. We have no access to these powerful spells. Every time you successfully progress that secret I showed you, you'll take your soul link, and you move it off your deck, and then we can buy those spells that turn.
Oh, okay.
When you resolve it, it comes off, and we can buy it for the rest of the game.
Okay.
You guys understand?
Gotcha.
But we get to start looking at all 3 of these spells. So, the game is played in phases, and as long as you read the reference and follow the phases, it's easy. If you don't read the reference and try to just do it on your own the very first time, the game is maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, I'm supposed to have 2 corruption here.
I will be asking plenty of questions. I'm
Good.
just going to put that out there.
Perfect.
Okay.
So the first thing we do is we advance the hour. We skip at hour 1, so we'll just go that next time. The second thing is we acquire spells. So we're going to go ahead and by the way, we all have special abilities. We're just going to wait till the hour 2 to even worry about them.
Okay.
So we get through the game. Because I'm actually, there's a training mission we're skipping, and we're just going right into the main game. This would be like if you're actually trying to show people once you learn how to play the game, how to play it.
Right.
But if no one knows how to play, there's a very simple early version.
Okay.
So
But thankfully we have you here for that.
yes.
Thank you so much.
But I'm saying that more for the viewers. If they're like, they play the game and they pull out the first mission, they're like, well, that was pretty easy to understand and very simple and we won. Yeah, it's kind of the point. It's training you how to play the actual game. Please play the real game to figure that out.
Doesn't want to punish you in the first go round.
Well, it's Mr. Patterson, and he's being nice to you. He's showing you stuff. That's why he's so grumpy now, because he basically told you, don't do something wrong, and one of you did. He's like, you idiots. So we'll skip that. So what's going on right now is you're going to be able to buy any of these spells. Any spell you buy costs its corruption cost on
Based off which level.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
the smaller spells are cheaper, but they're also less powerful. So this one is 1 white magic for 1. Awesome. This one is draw an extra card by burning one of your starter decks next hour. Also awesome. That is an amazing level 1 card. The cards are asymmetric, and there's a more than the total deck size. So every time you play, there's a different set of spells in there.
Okay.
Okay. So this second spell is when we're trying to figure out how to play, you can go ahead and talk to an adjacent witch. So normally we can't talk when we're deciding what we're to do, so there's no alpha player.
Oh,
But that allows you to say, hey, wait a second, Ken, can you help me figure this out?
that's interesting.
Or 2 black magic. And then this one over here, you can use black magic to bind demons from anywhere. So normally black magic can only help yourself, but this one's going to let you do it to anybody. Or you can use white magic to banish your own demons, where normally white magic can only help other people. So it kind of lets you invert it. So you can buy any number of them, but the more you buy, the more corruption you get. Which, since we're playing the game and everything accelerates, the more you put on yourself early, the greater the growth over the course of the game.
Okay.
So you're putting us at higher risk. So go ahead, figure it out. What do you want to take?
Well, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here, and I'm going to
yeah.
buy that one.
All right.
'Cause why not? So where does this
That
go?
goes on top of your deck, which is why you didn't draw at the beginning.
okay.
So everything you buy, you immediately get that turn.
Okay.
Instant gratification love, right?
That's the best kind.
So do you want to buy the other 2 spells? You could if you wanted to.
No.
Okay,
No,
so
I'm
go
not.
ahead and add 3 corruption to yourself.
Okay, so the big cube is 5, right?
Yeah, the big cube's 5, and these awesome octagons
barrels?
are 10. Barrels, yes, of course. They're barrels of corruption.
Yes.
Not corruption.
50-gallon
Could I
drum.
please have a 50-gallon drum of corruption, please? But you only weigh 50 pounds. You're like a teenage girl. I know. I just want to sit on it for a while.
What's that going on the black market these days, anyways?
I guess for demons, about 5, 10 corruption, depending on what it is. So.
Okay.
All right, so it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and I like the idea of, this one's a new one that lets me either draw a card if I play it as black magic by blowing up a card, my starter deck, or allow one of the 2 of you to draw a card. And it's 2 white magic, which is actually quite powerful. 2 is high for white.
Okay.
So I'm going to be nuts. I'm going to go ahead and buy both it and the number 1 spell here.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go and put 4 on myself because I'm just that cool.
But the number 1 is a deck thinning one, so I can see why you wanted to do that, correct?
Right. That's exactly right.
Contemplating that one, but
So this is cool. For Aaron's turn, we actually got an artifact.
Ooh.
So artifacts, when you play them out, they stay for the rest of the game.
Okay.
And they add to your hand every turn. And they're just sitting out permanently. They're just basically like an enchantment in Magic, if you want to imagine that.
So that one
Gotcha.
would be 1 white magic
all 6 hours, you get a white magic.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's why it's so high. It's a 3 for 1, but it's permanent.
Yeah.
So getting the very first round would probably be a smart idea.
Sure.
To have it in play for as long as possible.
Well, it's going to cost you 3 corruption, but since white magic heals your own corruption, by turn 4 it's paid for itself, and now you're just getting free white magic every turn and healing. So yeah, I think it's a fantastic thing to take. Not that I'm forcing you to take it. Just put it on top of your deck.
That there. Got a couple more of these.
And you're not going to buy anything else? Or?
Are you good? And you'll notice that all the cards are face down, and on your turn you flip them up. That's because you can only buy the top spell of each deck in the round.
So this one on the 1 spot here, I noticed that's 3 white magic, which does send
Yes.
to the ether. The
Yeah.
ether.
So
That's,
sent to the ether is it no longer goes back into your little deck as like a mini deck builder. It actually gets destroyed and gets put out here, and it's gone forever. That is probably one of the best spells in the game. That's 3 white magic. That's a ton of white magic.
Yeah.
That's like going to the store with $4,000 in your pocket. Because you found it on the ground, because it's a level 1 spell. So you could also buy that spell, but now we're both getting a lot of corruption.
But that would, if I played it, it would pay for the artifact.
It
that
does.
I had.
It does. That's why I said.
So it's basically
Exactly.
like my turn would be picking up 1 corruption.
Exactly.
Essentially.
Assuming that
that's
the
not
demons
bad.
don't need all of it.
Assuming-
You're taking a little bit of risk right now. But you guys can see that the game really does, from my perspective, gives you a tremendous number of choices. The game is about you figuring out what to do. It's not, I'm forced to go down this path. I got a lot of things to do. I don't know if you guys agree with that or not, but we'll see how we play.
I mean,
So-
especially you brought up the fact of there's no real communication supposed to be going on.
Right.
That changes things a lot.
So there's a anti-alpha gamer component in that we'll all pick out how we're going to play.
Right.
But then after that, once we revealed our cards, there's a cooperative component where we can all discuss, hey, I need help. We can talk after that. So there's that. It's got that duality of being able to play the game without an alpha.
So there's an initial okay, here's what I'm going to do.
Here's what I'm doing. Everybody's like, oh, what? I needed you to do this. and then like, how could you not have seen this? You know, that type of thing happens a lot. So now we're going to the next phase of the game called Summon Demons. And by the way, the first hour obviously takes the longest because we're learning how to play.
Absolutely.
The rest of them go fast. So I'm going to go ahead and flip over 3 demons, and it looks like you can't see them on the feed.
Oh, our face is covering them. So I can show them off here when you first pull them, and then we can put them
Sure,
up in
so
that
there's
top
1
spot.
demon, 2 demons, 3 demons. So that little white outline is just, this is a prototype copy, don't worry about those, but they won't be in the main game. So he's actually special. He's not even a demon. He's a warlock. So he's just there with the bad guys. So any spell or bad thing that says he's horrible. He's the worst thing in the game. He's one of the 2 worst things in the whole game. But basically, all the things that say bind a demon, kill a demon, you can't hurt him. He's a living thing. He's actually there annoying you. And you see that he has a red symbol for his bind. He can't be bound. And he's got a black. And I remember I told you that I want to tell you a little bit more about the specialty demons.
Yes.
So a normal demon might have gray magic, which means we can either use white, or all black to kill it. He can only be killed
by black
magic, which means you have to deal with him. No one else can help you.
Oh.
So he's really horrible. So let's go ahead and put the next guy down.
Okay.
Just go ahead and like splay them so we can see their bite numbers and
there we go.
sigils.
Does that work
like
out?
this way? No, like put the 7.
Okay.
So like just to help.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. So the other 2 guys, don't worry about what they do, but basically you can see that both the first and second one want all our sigils open, right? And the only person who has that is you. We start with the leader, and they all try to attack. So the highest munchie mouth tries to attack you. Do you have 7 corruption?
I do not. I have 5 corruption.
You don't have to worry about him. He's not going to attack you. He can't come out because he can't come through the portal. You're not corrupt enough for him to manifest from you. So the second guy says he needs 5 corruption. Do you have 5?
I do have 5 corruption.
But he also needs all those sigils open. Do you have all those sigils open?
I do not.
So he doesn't care about you either. And then the final guy also needs 5 corruption. He needs those top 3 sigils open. Do you have all 3 of them open?
I do not. One of them is closed for me.
So this morning, apparently Krispy Kreme was nice enough and Hell decided that you're just not even worth their time.
Krispy Kreme and Hell.
Yeah, at Hell. You know what it is the donuts are always warm, but when you bite into them, they're just a little too hot and smushy. It makes you sad, really. It's a horrible thing to have happen.
It's like a Hot Pocket.
It's a Hot Pocket.
Frozen on the outside and molten lava on the inside.
And then when you pick it up, it magically makes you remember how amazing they are when they're just a little bit warm, just to make it that much more mean. All right, so then the bad guys come to me. So I also have the inversion of you. I don't have all of them open, and I only have 6 corruption, so the first guy doesn't hurt me. And then the second 2 guys can't bother me because they can't get to me. But, buddy. So how much corruption you got?
I have 7.
So remember when you were saying that if I only take this guy, it'll pay for myself because I'd only have gone but if you hadn't have bought him, the big, crazy, nasty bad guy wouldn't have attacked you.
Yeah, well.
But he's coming anyway, so go ahead and take Lashin.
Your greed has become your undoing.
And he comes up, and he eats 7 of your corruption. So look, you're corruption free. Isn't that nice?
That sounds wonderful.
He's good. So when that happens, what normally happens once you've played the game is the person to your left looks over at you and grumbles because in order for you to deal with him, you have to spend 7 black magic, which means you're going to get 7 black magic corruption. You're going to get 7 corruption when he attacks.
Grumble.
Yeah. So that is the end of the summon demons phase because they went through. And by the way, if there had been other demons, if you had taken a demon, we'd replace. So each of us have to fight 3 demons.
Oh, okay.
It's already there. So they just kind of go through. It speeds the game. So the next thing that happens is we close our sigils and draw 5 cards. And this is now what's called the insight phase. Right now, also, if any of us had 20 or more corruption, we would lose the game. Right now. So
really?
It checks after demons attack. And why does it do that? Because since demons can steal your corruption, and it happens a lot, people go way over 20. And pray that enough demons eat their corruption to jump them back down below 20. So,
Gotcha.
So that's the gist. So go ahead and draw your 5 cards. And now without talking to each other, you have to figure out how you're going to play your hand. Remember, white magic cannot help you. You can't add white magic to black magic. It's all or nothing white, all or nothing black. White magic helps everyone else. On your turn, you'll be able to use it to help other people. Black magic only helps yourself, and you're having to deal with whatever you got out in front of you. If something says you can't play, we're playing with the bad guy with special abilities, put you in front of the thing.
Yeah.
Yours says you can't play Gaia magic. So if there was a spell that said Gaia, let's go ahead and show one.
That would be like this one here.
Yeah, that's
Just have one in
perfect.
my
Yeah.
hand.
You cannot play it as white because the dark phase, like, no, you can't get in touch with Gaia because we're touching Gaia. Oh wait, is that wrong? So you go ahead and you can't use that. So that's the gist. So go ahead and figure out how you want to play your turn.
And we can play any number of cards that we want from our hand.
You can't. No, they're all going to be played as a play at one time. We're all simultaneously choosing.
Just which direction we're playing them in.
Yeah, whether you're going to be, well, yes, but that matters a lot.
Yeah.
And you see one that has a little eyeball symbol, which I didn't show. That was the one thing I think we didn't talk about. If you have a little eyeball symbol, you can use that spell right now while people are deciding what they're doing during the insight phase.
Oh, okay.
So people can say, oh, I'm going to do this. But unfortunately, that's not in my hand. That's in my deck. So we'll have to just suck it up. So let's see here. That guy's tough. Tough. I got to do that. Which means I'm doing this. I'm ready.
Oh, I have one with an eyeball.
Okay, you want to play it?
Go
ahead. What
I'm
does
gonna
it
play
say?
this one. So it's bind a demon with 3 bite. Never mind.
Well, he's got 3 bite and he's got 2 bite.
Okay. So I could be helpful.
Maybe bind his so he doesn't have to deal with the little baby demon next to his.
That's what I'll do. I'll bind your
ambassador from hell.
Your not so evil demon.
We'll do something like that.
And so this is played then. So
yes, and what's going to happen is you're going to play it. I'm just going to show this.
Yep.
If this was your hand, you would play it like this, and then the rest of your hand, the game shows you that you play the rest of your hand as a splay down on top of it, so it looks like the rest of your hand once you're playing.
Gotcha.
So you can have that back.
And then one more time, what's the lightning bolt again?
The lightning bolt is if you have a card with a circle on it.
Yeah.
And you have a card with a lightning bolt on it in your hand. When you're going to fight during the battle phase, you can destroy this card to empower this card to do that. Thinning your deck.
Gotcha.
You'll still get whatever this card says on it until the end of the round, but at the end of the round it gets destroyed.
Gotcha.
So I'm actually exquisitely happy with my turn. Let's see what I need to do. Okay. And you can also look at your secrets because sometimes they might influence how you play. I'm good, guys.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Aaron?
Well, so if I can't kill it...
If you can't kill it, you're going to live...
Does it make any sense for me to... Like, I can't partially do anything to it, right?
Right.
It's all or nothing.
Right. So if that's the case, then you might decide you want to play all white magic. But since he has a reasonably large amount of corruption, it will get worse next round. You might want to open some of his sigils just to make it more likely that a demon attacks him. So you might try to hit him with a low cost black magic 1 or 2, just to open a sigil or 2. Or not.
I mean, I could open all kinds of stuff.
It's all your decision, man. That's the whole point, is that it's on you, not me.
I like that, by the way. That really does prevent alpha gaming.
Yeah, there's zero
Hardcore.
talking during the insight phase. You can do in the book. It specifically says you can say things like, "Are you all right?" You just can never talk about your cards or how to deal with them. So you can say, "I'm good, man. Don't worry about me," because it makes it more fun to be like, "Are you good? I need help." And I can't help. It's bad for you. It sucks. All right. So everybody's going to reveal their hand at the same time. Bam.
Okay.
And now this next phase is called the corruption phase. It sounds like there's a lot of phases, and there are, but once you've played through it, it becomes liquid pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So this phase, especially when you're playing with 5 and 6 players, this happens simultaneously. We don't have to talk, or we don't have to do it like I'm telling you, then you tell him. It just all happens. Mm-hmm. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate first, just because I can.
Right.
So I'm going to knock my coffee over, and then after that, I'm going to say, "Hey, man, you get 1 corruption. Hope that feels good. That's a little bit of love." And then nothing else. I'm going to open your bottom sigil. And then I heal 1. This says my card says basically it's 1 plus the number of familiars, little Mr. Pattersons and Jenny DeFurs I have in my hand.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I heal 4 of my magic, and now you tell him what's happening. So he opens. He played all white magic, so he deals no damage to you, and he heals 4 magic.
So I only get rid of the 1 left.
Yep.
So how does stuff end up in the pool? I thought I was going to be adding.
You are. It happens during the battle phase. Okay. If we were actually reading the reference sheet instead of me explaining it to you. So during the next phase, you'll add magic to the pool and you'll fight demons.
Okay.
This is just the corruption phase. Add and subtract.
Gotcha.
Think of it like each card does two things. It's going to deal damage to your friend and heal you, and then you go and fight.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So you're the last one here.
So I'm going to do 4 corruption to you.
Okay. Well, that sounds pleasant. Thank you.
Anytime. And then you're going to open up the coffin and the star, the pentagram.
Okay.
And then I'm going to heal myself for... Oh, yeah, that was in there, too.
Yep.
So I'm going to heal myself for 2.
Nice. So you go down to 3. We're doing very well.
Manageable.
Okay, and then the last thing that happens now is that was the corruption phase. The last thing is the battle phase. This is where we can talk and figure out what they're doing.
Okay.
So since you're the leader,
Uh-huh.
you're going first. I'm going to put Jenny in the deck here for later.
Okay.
I don't want her to feel like she's being left out. So go ahead and do what you want to do. So you just do it in any order you want, and then at the end of it, the demon will attack you if it's still alive.
Okay, so I have the 4 black magic here, and that should be enough
he
to
blows up.
blow it up.
She is dead,
Okay.
and she's gone home.
Woo!
And then you're going to add, it looks like, 2 white magic to the pool.
Correct.
And did you have some special abilities on some of your cards? Did you want to use any of them?
You know, I already did the bind to demon, and then this one is you may use white magic to banish any demon this hour. That's any demons? Or
Any
just...
demons. That means any if on you even it could happen. But
Okay.
we don't have any demons that are only 2. It looks like. Oh wait, no, you could. You could blow him up if you wanted.
I mean, he's okay for now,
Yeah.
but
We can leave it in there. It stays until we use it, even between hours.
let's pull up a little bit.
Okay, that sounds good. So then it goes to me. I'm going to spend 1 to bind him instead of kill him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to... Aaron looks like he's in a little bit of pain. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy this spell to grant you an extra card. And if you look, go ahead and show that token. These are double-sided tokens. They're kind of universal markers, but on one side they say +1 and nothing. So that +1 card gets put on top of your deck to remind you next hour you're going to draw an extra card.
Okay, so next time I pull 6 cards.
You'll draw 6 instead of 1. And you can say thanks, Ken, at any time you want for me doing that.
Well, I was going to wait. I didn't want to interrupt you because that'd have been rude, even if I was thinking.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. It's good. It's all good. It's all good. So I think that works. So my turn's done, and this card is destroyed because it went to the ether.
So you thin your deck out a little
Yep.
bit too.
And I add 4 black. I have 4 white magic to the pool. So now we have 6.
Very good.
Unfortunately, we can't help you with Monsieur Le Lashin there.
Yeah.
Would have been nice if I would have gone last there, just to use the white magic from the pool to maybe.
He can't be touched. He's
Oh,
all
that's
black
right.
magic.
Oh yeah.
It's him or nothing.
Yeah. So this artifact is going to stay here now.
Permanently for the rest of the game. It still gives you magic this turn as well.
Okay. So I end up with 4.
It says
Okay.
any
This one's
demon.
gonna
too.
go
Yeah, it's
into the-
destroyed. Yep.
So then I can either use these.
They actually go into the pool. We all can use them.
Well, or I could banish him, right? Instead
No,
of,
because you can never
Or
use
because-
white magic to help yourself. White magic can only help other people. So those 4 white magic go into the pool.
because I can't.
So we got 10 white magic in
We've
the
got a
pool.
lot of That's actually very abnormal, but that's not a bad thing. That's good that we have some love sitting there waiting for us when
Because
things go
we're
south.
so kind.
We're
the-
kind, loving people who show true goodness to all beings.
Can't keep a straight face with that
Yeah,
one.
no. So you can't do poop to him.
Correct.
So you also can, if you want to, open 2 sigils on him. If you wanted to open up some sigils, but he's got solo corruption. I don't know if you want to. Opening up makes it more likely a demon will attack him next hour.
But he doesn't have much corruption. So
No, so
I
it's-
don't necessarily want a demon to
Right,
attack him.
exactly. So you're good.
So that's fine. We'll leave it as is.
So then Lashin hits you. So let's go ahead and, since this is the first time a demon's hitting, or in this case a warlock's hitting you, you'll see that we're going to deck 4 cards. So they start at the lowest cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, they're gone.
Ouch.
So these are all gone. You'll notice since it kills our low spells first, it forces us to either unlock our things or get more powerful spells, adding more corruption.
Yeah.
So that kills 4 of those, and then you take just not much at all, just 12 corruption.
Just 12. Oh,
Just 12 for him hitting you.
That's kind of awful.
okay.
So that's
So
good.
there's- so
Oh, you
there's-
didn't want to use the barrel of corruption. You just wanted 2
Oh.
cubes. No, that's nice. No, it's okay.
I called it the keg of corruption.
Oh, it's the keg of
Well,
corruption.
in that case.
Yes. You gotta have a keg. I want a
When it
keg.
was a barrel, I wasn't interested.
That's
but now
right.
it's a keg.
So he's still
Okay.
there with you. He loves you. He's
Yeah.
he's kissing you and such. It's beautiful. So now at the end of the turn, you're the coven leader. You look at the end of the hour phase. End of hour. It says the coven leader may expend white magic from the pool to help anyone but themselves. So if he had something that you wanted to blow up with white magic, You could. You could just blow up my guy for 5 if you wanted to spend 5 of our white magic.
You know, since you're saying it's abnormal for us to have so many, I'm going to say why not?
Okay, boom, he's dead. He's gone, Jim.
Make it easier for you too.
That's good news. Now that allows me to use white magic, which is good. Or Gaia's magic, which is more powerful white magic, right? So at the end of the hour, we will look at our secrets, and if we successfully can progress them, we're going to go ahead and do so. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you that I have at least 1 corruption. I'm going to take it from my character to the thing here.
Okay.
And you guys can't see that on the board, but basically looks like that. It actually makes that sound as well. The game comes with that sound whenever someone tries to show secrets to a camera. It's neat.
Oh.
It's a little chip inside of all the secrets.
Little known fact.
Yeah, it's really good.
Good.
So since I successfully progressed my secret, I move my token off, and we're going to have access to level 5 spells next hour.
Fantastic.
Did anyone else do something smart, like progress their secret?
Nope, sure didn't.
Nope.
You guys are fantastic. I'm so glad I'm playing
Just
with you guys.
brought out the warlock.
So-
That's all I did.
What's going on, guys? Come on. So that's it. Now you guys have learned the game. So it goes to hour 2. The leader token comes to me, and we each get 2 corruption.
These cards are
Just discarded to a little discard pile.
So you get the number of corruption equal to the hour. that
Hour,
it is?
exactly. Hour 1, it's built into the starting demons just to
Right.
make the game go faster. We play tested that a lot, by the way. We used to start it at 12 and just let it progress to 1, and people put 1 in, but a lot of people just kept getting confused. It was much easier just to add it into the. So, oh look, I have more. So I'm now the leader. Ha ha! And I'm going to go ahead and check. All right, so let's look at these crazy spells. So we've got a spell that during the insight phase, when we're trying to figure out what's going on, you can send it to the ether to heal another witch, not yourself, but another witch, 15.
Oh, that's nice.
Level 5s and level 6s are huge. They're powerful.
Yeah.
Or I can have you take 3, because I hate you, apparently, to gain 4 extra black or 2 extra white. But that sounds like a spell that might be needed to keep you alive. So
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and just not even worry about these other. I could buy them, but I'm going to go ahead and just take this puppy and buy it for 5, because why not?
Your corruption's getting up there.
Yeah. Oh, corruption gets up fast. It wakes up in the morning, and it's not a late bloomer. So now it's your turn, Aaron. I would perhaps not suggest buying the 5, but it does heal 4 to any other witch, so you could help everyone else. But this is nice because it's got 2 black magic.
That's what I was going to say, because
And if things go south, this one lets you draw 2 additional cards the next turn. So if you don't think you can do it this turn, that would give you the ability to do it.
I have no idea what's left.
Yeah, you don't,
In
so-
my remaining cards.
So you have to do it.
This 2 definitely sounds like it would help.
Yep. So that's 2 corruption.
That'll
Excuse me as I drink coffee on
that'll
camera.
Give me a little bit
I'll do that with a
closer
little bit of love.
to be able to do that. Should this have? I should probably turn this back, right?
Just looking
Yep.
at this one here.
No, he's actually bound until the demons show up. That's
Oh.
because some demons, like him, make you pay 1 more when you buy spells, which we forgot to do the first hour,
Oh,
but that's
oh.
okay. Just because I was explaining the game for the first time on camera ever. So
So now I don't have to pay 1 more because he's sleeping.
that's right. We'll do that. Why don't you just take 1 off? Because just for the heck of it, you can do that. We're just making. We're making up for the fact that last turn you got Lashin when you probably wouldn't have. Oh, it would have been worse. So no, keep it. Sorry. So yeah, we're good. So did you want to buy anything else, or are you good?
I'm going to leave that 2-1 there. I think taking an extra 3 is going to be a little too crazy.
All right, that's a little nutty.
Draw an extra card next hour, and what's the second one? say?
Adjacent card next hour.
Oh, okay.
This one lets you bind an imp on another witch or draw 2 cards. This one lets you heal 4 from any other witch or 2.
That is nice.
And that one is during the corruption phase. Half the corruption that would be sent to you gets sent to the person adjacent to you.
And I bet
So you
the
just make your
lowest-
the other person's life even worse.
Yeah. I am going to.
I should take that card so we just put everything on you and end the
Yeah.
game like in 15 minutes. Yes. And then we can actually take a photo together and say, we're the only people to ever lose the game. Turn hour
And
2.
2 hours.
Woo, we win!
Okay, so I'm going to be buying this one here. This is a 2-coster, and do I want to get crazy? I don't know.
I don't know, man, but that's a nice spell.
It is.
2 white magic.
You
5
know,
cost.
I'm
It's
going to do
beautiful
it.
thing.
I'm going to do it. So I'm going to take 7 corruption then. I'd like to think that I could manage, but I know I'm not going to.
All right, so we've all figured this out, right? So we flip these over just because for the rest of the game it comes up. I'm going to show up one little thing here. Did we show the familiars? I don't think we have. When a familiar shows up, That's Ginny DeFur. She's a sweet little cat. They can do two things. They're just like artifacts. They sit out in front of you the whole game. Mm-hmm. But when we're trying to figure out how our hands, calling the insight phase, when we're all figuring it out, it can be moved to any other witch. So it will leave. Like, go, Ginny, go help Paz. He has a problem.
Okay.
So that's the first thing. The second thing is that familiars can jump in front of anything, including Lashin. And they go up and they're like, I love you. And the demon's like, the kitty. And it doesn't actually attack anyone. It's just bound for the hour. And it actually does that too. That's the other chip inside the demons. Only the special editions that go with. You have to actually physically have you there. But if you buy the special edition at Gen Con, where it's going to be released, I actually fly to your house and go and have the demon go. So I'll do that for you guys whenever you want. So that's love. So she showed up there. So great. We're going to the demons phase. Everybody understanding how this is working?
Yeah.
So we get 3 more.
We get 3 more demons. Let's go ahead and put those on camera for the.
And now they would go to you first, right?
Yeah, they're coming to me first. So there's probably one of my favorite pieces of art. That's Vice, and she's the highest of the 3. She's 9. I do, in fact, have 9 corruption.
She doesn't require any sigils either.
No, she just beats the snot out of you.
Oh, Jesus.
I spent 9, and she shows up.
Can you get multiple demons on one turn?
That's what's about to happen, probably.
Oh, okay,
What else you got there?
So then there's also this one here. That's a 6
No,
bite.
6.
luckily I'm only down to 3, so I'm okay. And then the last one...
The next one's 0 bite.
She's 0, but if you look, she has got a special ability. She actually makes you lose a card, so you won't get to have 5. You'd get 4, but she only shows up when there's 6 sigils.
All sigils open.
So that is how this works. So like the total number of sigils, you open someone's sigils, you're really putting them in a scary place. Like, Lashin just showed up. She would be horrible.
Right.
Because no corruption's lost and you have a horrible effect on you.
Okay.
So those 2 stay there. And we're just going to show a new demon shows up, and now these 3 are attacking you. And what's your...
I have 16 corruption.
You have 16 corruption.
Yeah.
So here, why don't you lose 9? As these 2 beautiful demons, the Lunar Demon and the Hex Demon.
Hex Toad. Lunar Demon.
They are just going to become your friends.
Super.
And come on by.
So I got lots of demons.
So the nice thing is, when he's bound, you
still take 3 corruption.
Oh,
the
nice.
greater demons are so mean that even when you bind them, they still hurt you.
Oh,
Nice.
super, yeah. That's swell.
I think that you're having a great time.
I've got 4 demons now, yeah.
That's beautiful. It's nice.
It's a party
And
over
then
there.
It's a party. Aaron's got me. All right, and then what do you got open?
I have no sigils open.
You have 8 corruption?
I do have 8 corruption.
You got a rage demon who's at the DMV. He's angry that he's been waiting in line.
Why? That's the expression.
That's his.
Why?
He's at the DMV, so he was pretty upset about it.
Chad is asking if you have to discard, you get to choose what card, or you just choose?
You get to it discards whatever you want, but you still have to lose a spell. Yeah, he says. So I will not chill. Stop asking me. That's what's his quote down there. Where he says the rest of it there.
I will not chill. Stop asking. Hold on, let me just scoot it up in the sleeve a little. No, he doesn't want to Netflix and chill.
He doesn't want to chill.
I mean it. Oh, that's it.
He's just gone angry. He's going angry. My favorite are the hater demons who don't like pretty unicorns or your hair. So they're the ones that are most angry. So there's a little bit of humor here.
He's an 8 bite. I already got the corruption off of me that he does.
And Vice, of course, she's not a good habit to take up. That's her.
Yeah.
That's her. So let's go ahead and close our sigils. Draw our 5 cards, except for Aaron, who gets to draw 6 because he's special.
And this is where the talking would normally cease, correct?
Yes. Talking has ceased, except for to say, "Are you good? Are you feeling good?"
Does this other demon end up?
Yeah, he shows up now at the end of the summon demons phase. He unbinds. So we're deciding. So. Now it's probably a good time to talk about special abilities. So everybody gets, the characters are double-sided. In this scenario, you must use the once-a-game ability. Later on, you can gain an ability that goes every turn. My special ability is called Seeing the Good, because I'm a really sweet person who likes to, I'm an animal farmer kind of person. So once a game, at any time, I may negate the special text off of all enemies facing one witch for the duration of the hour, and all the demons facing that witch have their bind costs reduced by 2.
So with that, does that then get rid of his special text?
He is no longer a warlock for that hour. He's become a demon for that hour, and you could do something if you had something. Oh, but what it would do if I did that to you is that he would only cost 1 to bind, and these two would cost nothing to bind because they'd be 2. It goes to 0,
So
right?
they would automatically. Okay.
So then you'd only have to really deal with him this hour if I did that. But it's only once a game. Your special ability is actually also pretty wicked cool.
Yeah, so that's once per game during the insight phase. Banish any combination of demons facing any other witches, as long as the sum of their bite does not exceed 6. So I could banish a whole bunch of small guys or one semi-beefy guy.
Yeah, like the lunar demon.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't have to do that because I'm going to go ahead and say, dude, how did you get this much trouble? Howard, I just don't understand. Here, I'm in the shower. I'm still in my bathrobe. I've come over to your house to help you. So here's a little love. So
now this turn they cost 2 less to banish, right?
to bind.
To bind.
I can't help you kill him. I'm nice. So I can go, let's all have tea. But because she kind of likes the demons. You can see, you guys probably can't see it on camera, but my character,
She's got friendly little ones.
she's got friendly little friends. Will that show up on the camera?
Yeah, that should show up there.
So she's got demons coming out of
There
her
you
armpit. Because
Is that where she summons them from?
she just summons them all the time because she loves them, but only the good ones, like the little semi-friendly ones. She likes familiars. So okay, let's party like it's 1999. And remember, check to see, because if you have a dark fae, none of us do. Luckily, you can't use Gaia magic to use white. Let's see here. Gosh,
deal with that.
you are gonna be tagged into oblivion, man. All right, see here. So, gosh, she's 8. What the? As my daughter would say. What the?
Okay, I think I'm ready.
I totally love you. You know that, right? You realize that, Aaron? I'm your best friend. So I'm just reminding you of that before you see this hand.
Oh, yeah?
Because I don't want you to feel too bad about it. Like, oh, Ken's such a loving individual.
He's making the hard choices now.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of stuff to deal with
Yeah,
over there.
I'm
A little bit of love.
kind of sad for
I'm hoping
you.
that he gets to 7 so he can at least kill Lashin and
Yeah, he's kind of
in this
nasty.
misery.
Kind of nasty.
So you getting the feel? Getting the idea?
Yeah, actually, it smooths out really quickly.
Yeah.
It's a very, very short learning curve to this. Which is surprising. There's a lot of stuff going on, so having a short learning curve with that, it really gets you immersed into the game really quick. It's nice.
We say as Aaron's like, what the? I don't know. I don't know. He like just gets up, knocks the game over, and walks away. I'm done with this.
Is it going to be the first table flip of the morning?
That's right.
That's the key.
Of the morning.
Oh, yeah. Is it morning? Yeah, it's morning still. No, it's
morning.
just after
Okay.
afternoon.
All right, I'm ready. Ready?
Ready.
All right. So here we are.
I'm feeling generous today.
Oh, I love you. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So I
So,
take 8 corruption.
oh, 9. You take 9. I made a mistake.
9.
I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
Hope that doesn't kill you.
So we'll go back to the
Woohoo! Got a keg.
Party ball.
Partying like it's 1999.
and I open up a whole bunch of sigils.
You,
all of them, it
you
looks like,
successfully
actually.
open up all your sigils, which means
Super. Yeah, that's
it's gonna make next turn great for you.
probably pretty great. Yeah.
But I don't heal myself at all. So
So then it goes over to...
yeah. Well, remember we can technically do it all at the same time.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
You could be putting corruption on me and opening my sigils for me.
Oh, okay.
It often happens. Experienced players help. Because remember, this phase is supposed to go once you know what you're doing. This phase, by the time the third time you're playing, this phase goes so fast people almost don't notice. Right? There's this bam, 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 bam.
Gotcha.
So this would be, I'm telling you, you're taking 8 corruption.
Yes.
Oh, thanks. You're so sweet.
You're opening red, green, orange, blue,
Purple.
and purple.
So everything but yellow.
Okay. Thanks, friend.
And I'm healing myself for 1.
Yes, you did it.
Okay, so I am going to... So I'm going to heal myself for 3. And
I get
then
nothing.
I'm going to heal you for 4 also.
Oh, that will happen on your turn.
Oh, that happens on my turn.
Everything,
Okay.
unless it's got the eyeball, it happens at that turn. So now I go first, and we go around the circle. Why that's important is because when you're the leader, no one can ever help you with white magic, because you're like kind of in the lead. You can dispense white magic, but no one can help you because you're out in the front. It also creates an interesting mechanic where each turn somebody else is in real peril. Like next turn, you're going to be in a lot of peril being the leader.
Right,
We can't
okay.
do anything to help you. So here we go. So I use 9 because apparently I like spending extra black magic to give you pain, but that kills my guy who's 8, which makes me sad because she's really pretty.
Oh.
I'd probably date her. But and then that's I could make you take 3, but I don't think that's probably a smart idea at this point. So my turn's done. So it's your turn.
Okay, Aaron.
Okay, so I have 8 black magic and 1 white magic to spend. So I need 7 to get
Yes,
this
he's
down.
dead. He's dead, Jim. Yeah.
These 2 I combined for free.
That's absolutely true.
This one would cost 1 to my, or
1 to bind because of my special ability.
or 5.
5 to kill.
5 to kill,
Okay.
and you don't have any more.
I only have 2.
Right.
But if you bind him, you're still going to take 3.
Yeah, you still take 3 corruption because he's big, but that's probably okay.
Now, there's no way to combine what I have left with something from over there.
Nope,
right?
nope.
That would be somebody else choosing to.
Yes.
Choosing to spend that.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
I should have said before your turn, oh, wait a second, let me help you. Or once you're experienced, you would have said, Ken, I'm not going to be able to handle this. I don't want to take the corruption. Can you blow this up for me? So this is the part where, well, so it gets kind of neat because everybody has this phase where they're just having to figure out what to do. But then we're like, dude, use this now, or I'm going to die. You know, people have to start to talk and think.
Right.
So I like the fact that you get to do both, right? You get kind of a double. So
Okay. So those are they're all bound.
did you take your 3 corruption?
I did now.
All right, good job.
All right, so I've got the 3 white magic here, so that's just going to go into the pool, correct?
Yes.
And then on top of that, I have heal 4 corruption from any other witch. Aaron, thank you. You're going to need that.
4 less. Okay.
And then I'm going to nuke one of these cards here.
Okay.
And that's going to allow me to have an adjacent witch draw an extra card next hour. Aaron, you're in some trouble, so you can have
I'm
that.
gonna get another 2. So now I'm out of cards.
You're just going to shuffle your hand and
It goes there?
Yep,
or-
that's
okay.
right. You did it absolutely perfectly.
And then that's going to be it for the turn.
Yes. So he was not bound.
Right.
He was not killed. You take 9 corruption damage.
But no cards are
nope.
dead.
But 9. So you. I know what happened here. You just wanted the keg.
I mean, maybe. I didn't want to feel left out. I have a lot of corruption here, though. I have 18.
So next turn you're going to gain 3. You're going to be at 20. So we might lose next turn if things go south. But that's okay. So at the end of the round, now at the end of the hour, the corruption leader can go ahead and use white magic if I want to help. So let's say that. Are you going to be able to handle that next turn, or do you want to blow him up? I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or he's already got 3 demons on him. Do we want to blow up the lunar demon so he doesn't deal with it next turn? What do you guys think?
I think maybe blow up his. I might be able to handle this guy.
Because it's gray, so it's easier. Right?
Yeah, it's easier.
Because you can do any combination.
Well,
right?
It's either all white or all black.
Okay.
Because it's always your turn. So how can you use white magic? Because you can only use white magic on other people. So.
Right.
So why don't we use? We're going to use 5 of our white magic and blow up your big crazy demon.
Okay. So
he's dead.
Away.
Yeah, he's gone. So I guess people can't really. I guess people can see our mats down here enough to see that we're fighting demons and stuff. Also at the end of the turn, if you can progress your secret, go ahead. And I do. So this opens up again. Can you progress your secret? You're doing fantastic. How about you?
Sure can.
Right here. Snail.
I was getting close, but no.
All right. And thank you, by the way, for not opening any of my sigils. That was very nice of you. So I think we are done with the hour. We're going to go to hour 3, and you get to be happy. You can be. You want Mr. Patterson instead of Snickers? Who do you want as your?
No. We're gonna keep Snickers.
Did you include your 1 healing from the moon?
No, I didn't.
So we get 1 more white magic.
Oh, nice.
And I get 1 less corruption.
And 1 less corruption. That's right.
Very nice.
All right. So it's hour 3. Grab 3 corruption.
Hey.
Yay! I'm okay, guys. Not really, but
And so, wow, you guys like locking down the powerful spells. That's really nice of you guys. But I was going to do that, but since you guys gave me a Krispy Kreme donut before we started playing, I decided I'm just going to go ahead and open things.
oh, okay.
So I'm here for you. And now you get to choose what you'd like to do. You're at what? You're at 16 corruption, so
yeah.
So we got Jenny Defer over here, but she's 5. We've got all the other cards from last turn because we didn't burn any. So draw 2 additional cards the following hour. You can bind an imp from someone else. Bind a possessed animal, which are the little green guys like the toads. And this one is gain a spell costing up to 3 for free. If it was protected, like in a higher player game, it can be up. Everybody can have their character. There's 6
Covering
sigils
up.
covering it up. Yeah.
got some good cards here, but I don't know if I could afford that corruption.
You want to buy anything?
So if I buy that, I'm going to end up over 20. So I'm going to have to hope that a demon.
All your sigils are open.
I have a ton of corruption, and all my sigils are open. So there's pretty much no chance that I'm not going to get a demon to eat it.
Yeah, I think it's fair. It's
So-
safe. And she's a wonderful little kitty cat.
So I'm going to take that, which is going to give me.
Wow.
So we're going to get rid
As
of
a minor note, since I use my special ability, and this is a nice little fun aspect of the game, is you're supposed to put a universal token to denote that you used it.
Oh, okay.
So everything in the game has things that are set up to remind people. So if you do, because while I think the game is relatively easy once you know what you're doing, and once you got into it, a lot of people are like, wow, there's a lot of components. So one of the things we tried to do in the game is everything has a reminder to kind of keep you, oh, look, I'm going to get an extra card next round. So it's easier to remember and I don't have to worry. Just focus on the moment.
Absolutely.
So it's your turn. And a new number 5. Number 5 is alive. So that's a black adder.
Oh, that's scary looking.
If you want to put him under there,
Yeah,
he's pretty wicked. So he's going to hit me for 3 every turn until you give him someone else and open those 3 sigils. And then once the battle phase, you can go ahead and have me take 2 to bind any of your demons.
That's mean.
It's
mean, but effective.
Strangely, black is mean.
Yeah,
the black magic.
Ha. Okay. I'm gonna buy.
You're really
Yeah.
you're at 20.
I know. Oh, I think
And
I'm
you
at
don't have all your sigils open.
Yeah. So I mean, regardless, I'm gonna need something to come get me because it's 20 plus, right?
20 plus, yeah. If
So-
something hits you, but if you put anything else on there, man,
I will stay.
you could draw a 0, a 1, and a 1, and they need sigils, and you lose. So I don't know, man.
I'm gonna stay put.
Okay, but look at me. I'm down here. Someone's been nice to me. I can't figure that out. It wasn't Aaron. It was. Oh yeah, you.
Maybe a
You've
little.
been really nice to me.
Maybe a little.
So nice. That's why you're in so much hell. So you can see that, by the way, is that the more you try to just be like, oh, I'm going to be nice to you.
Yeah.
Then the game goes, oh, you're going to be nice to them. Well, screw you. I'm going to beat the crap.
That was a dumb idea.
That wasn't.
You should have been so nice.
I don't understand why you're being so kind. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to take the adder. I know that sounds like it's mean, but that allows me to throw it in front of you guys later. Because remember, these guys can move around.
Right.
So I'll buy him for 5 because why not? And let's see. I think I'm going to buy this spell as well for 2, which is nice.
Okay.
So I'm good, and we go.
Demon time.
Demon time. And here they are to show on the camera there.
So it's going after the leader first.
Always after the leader.
So it's
Okay. Oh, we got another rage demon.
Biggest chomper.
Biggest chompers. So it's 6 the Undying. So do you have 9?
I sure do.
Do you have no gates? I mean, it's any gate.
Yeah, so
I
yeah.
have all the gates, actually.
So there
As a
you
matter
go.
of fact.
So you get this. Oh, that poor cat.
Yes.
So you're gonna get him. That's gonna do 9 to you as well, and then you can't use Gaia magic with him.
Super, so it's gonna...
So now, do you have 8?
I do.
Oh,
No.
congratulations!
You got a rage demon.
It's like a prize.
All right.
See, it's all good.
And then Aaron, do you have 2?
You have 2?
I sure do.
Oh, well,
There you go.
congratulations, Angela. You feeling good? Oh, look, though. You
I
only
only have 2 corruption.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. You're great.
But your inner demons just hate you.
Your even demons are really coming out to tell you it's a bad day. So,
Okay, so I'm gonna draw 3 new ones to go after me, correct?
yep, we go draw 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hopefully, I get something here, because otherwise we're in trouble.
Well,
Oh boy.
here you go.
Okay. Oh, okay. So the 3 is gonna go first. So that's the brown code. Thankfully, I have those 2 gates
You have both of
open.
them
Yes.
open.
So I'm gonna take the 3 for that.
Yeah.
So I get that personal demon there. Then some demonic roaches. I've got 2 of those, and they don't have any sigils required to be opened.
Nope.
So I'm gonna do 2 more of the corruption lost, and then I'm gonna have some cockroaches that I get to fight.
That's kind of disgusting.
But it got me under 20, and that's the
you're still
important
at
thing
15.
here. I
But that's
know.
the point, though, is that you now have 4 demons facing you, and you still have 15 corruption.
Yeah.
So you can see you can't just go nice and friendly the whole time. You're gonna get
Right.
You're gonna get slammed into oblivion.
And what's coming after Ken?
Let's find out. Oh, hey, good.
Oh, yeah.
This
This is nice.
like a wonderful
So Ken, do you have
experience for me.
7?
You know what? I have 12.
Okay, so you're gonna get this one. No gates required to be opened. So.
Hey, it's my pretty unicorn friend, the hater demon. I should not have talked about her before. She decided to come in and kill me.
Do you have 6 corruption?
No, I have 5.
Oh, okay. But
I'm
do you
winning.
have your orange gate open?
I
Oh, you
don't.
Oh, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm living the dream, mainly because of you.
You're welcome.
So at the end of the lurking demon hour, they all unbind because they're now angry, and this goes back on top. And now we're going to draw our 5 cards, or in your case, 6 cards.
Super.
So I'm assuming I reshuffle my deck now.
You reshuffle your deck and draw up to 5.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Alrighty.
Oh, this is just.
Whew. Okay. Skimpy Muggins here. I don't go first. Oh, you go first, and you have all those. All right, I'm going to befriend. I'm going to go ahead and let's see if I can do this.
Oh, this is going to be a bad turn for me.
How about? Let's see. How about you bind that Hex Toad?
Hex Toad?
Yeah, I'm going to do that during this turn. So he's bound. You don't have to deal with him. And I'm going to go ahead and do something kind of neat. I'm going to befriend. So let's go ahead and put that on. Show everybody. So I'm going to during the insight phase. I destroy a card. So I won't get the magic from it, unfortunately. But I'm going to destroy a card during the insight phase to bind a demon that's 6 or less. And I'm thinking you might need the brown coat bound. Is that true?
Yeah, that'll help me.
So why don't I do that to help
Okay.
you out? See, you were nice to me. I'm returning the favor.
Sharing is caring.
I'm sharing is caring. So
Oh boy. Okay. So I think I'm ready to go.
I'm ready too.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'm not as nice this turn. I'm sorry, Ken.
It's all good. So what am I getting from you?
Yeah. You're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corruption.
And what are the sigils?
Oh, yeah. Then you're gonna have the green, the red, the blue, and the yellow. You're getting a bunch of stuff.
Red, blue, and yellow. And I took my 6.
Okay, correct.
That was very pleasant. And I'm going to give you 3.
Just 3. Okay.
Yep.
That.
And I'm going to go ahead and I can heal since there's some on here.
And then I open.
I want to heal 3 because that's an extra white magic.
And what am I taking from you, Aaron?
9.
Oh, Jesus.
I gotta kill the thing.
You do heal 3 though because you've got the Moonstone and Ginny
I
the Fur.
mean, I'm at 24 now.
It's all good. You're good, man. It's all good. Life is good.
Super cool.
And
So, Matt, you open red, green, orange, blue, and purple. Everything but yellow.
Oh, I was supposed to close those
You
last
were,
time,
but that's
right?
fine.
Yeah. So red, green, orange, blue, and purple, same thing as last time.
by the way, if you are playing the game, people sometimes will forget the sigils, but it doesn't really matter because when this phase comes up, you're just resetting your sigils to whatever people tell you.
They don't selectively close; they just all
they're
close,
just-
and then
so you just reorient them to whatever the person's hand is.
Right.
It's a little trick if you play the game to speed it along. Don't worry about it too much.
Gotcha.
It's not a problem. So, holy moly, look at that! And your special ability is once per game. Oh, during the insight phase.
Yeah,
so
during
it's
the
too
insight.
late. Okay, so you go first because you're leader.
Okay, so 2, 4, 9. So I'm going to destroy 60 Undying.
Okay, well he's dead.
But I thought he was undying.
Well, he's not dead. He just went home. He went home.
Okay.
Like you said, you've stayed over. You've overstayed your welcome at the party
Now get out.
because you smell. Because you're a demon possessing a dissected cat. Maybe
GTFO.
the game is kind of set up that most of the characters are in high school, except for there's 2 older characters. One's an old witch hunter that's turned to be a demon hunter, and one is a nurse who looks like she's a kind, sweet witch, but she's actually a demon.
Oh, of course.
And she was the demon long ago who taught the demon hunter to witch hunt early. And so Gaia curses him to protect the... In fact, none of us are playing any of those. But the game kind of sets that up. So that all the quotes and stuff are kind of feel like late high school. Kind of give that Buffy the Vampire feel.
Gotcha.
So you went?
Okay, so it's
Oh
mine.
wait, no, he gets tagged by a lot of things. So we lose 2 cards.
Oh, thanks, Aaron.
That was nice of you, Aaron. How much corruption do you take? So that's
12.
plus 3. Yeah, just 15, no problem.
That's it.
You're doing great.
It'll be fine.
You're so okay.
It's fine.
And then it's you.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought I had 7. What happened? Oh boy, I did my math wrong. Oh, this isn't good. I thought that I had more.
Well, you could always ask him, because it's his turn. You put 3 magic in the pool, too, from his guys. We forgot to do that. So he happens to have 7 right now, so you could ask him to help you.
I need help with Rage Demon.
You could blow up Rage Demon. It's a set
It needs all
7.
7.
It would kill it all.
Because you can't. You don't have enough. Yeah,
No.
so we'll have to use that. That's fine. Because I can't use it on myself.
Nope, white magic only helps everyone else.
Okay, cool. Thank you, sir. So he's dead, and then I'm going to spend the rest of
You've
mine
got 6.
to kill the 2 roaches,
Nice.
and then I'm going to nuke one of these cards here, and then that's going to banish a demon with 3 or less facing an adjacent witch. So, Aaron, you have one with 3 or less?
I do.
So you want to take out?
You could take him out, even though he's bound, because he's going to unbind, but he's more expensive to kill.
He is. Okay. That makes sense.
And, so normally I wouldn't, no, during the insight phase I couldn't have told them that, but since we're all able to talk right now, I'm like,
Right.
hey, maybe this would help.
Okay,
So, wow, that was actually really helpful of you.
I tried.
That was really good. So I have 3, which is enough to bind her, and when I bind her, we lose 1 spell, but at least that's not
the end of the world.
it's not the end of the world. I also add, since I have a familiar, since Addie, we didn't talk about it, but everybody has their own unique special abilities, but they also have their own unique deck. Mm-hmm. So Addie likes familiars. Paz likes casting, he likes getting spells from the library. He's a librarian. And he likes books. And he also has like a little pets, like he collects action figures and stuffed animals, so he has his special abilities. And then Diana, she works in a diner, and she's totally sick of all the minutia of life. So she's really good at blowing up getting rid of the little things. And just, I'm sick of you all. Just get out of my way. So anyway, so since I have the Black Adder, I actually get that 1 extra white magic. So we're going to get to add 3 white magic to the pool instead of 2.
Very nice.
And I'm done. So I think we're good. So go ahead and put your cards down.
And Aaron, you also did your white magic from your mana.
He did. He added the 3,
Okay.
right? You healed yourself 3 and...
Yes.
Okay, we're
Very
good.
good.
So, and now in the future, and you could have done it this turn, but in the future, you can always jump Jenny Defer in front of one of them. She dies. Well, she goes home.
Right. Okay.
Because the diamonds don't want to kill the familiars. They just want to take them back and pet them.
Right.
But, because this is obviously not a kid-friendly game. But, but those are always there until you want to move them.
Do I have to heal myself?
With the corruption?
Yeah. Or with this white magic?
Yeah, you have to heal yourself every turn unless you get rid of it.
I wasn't sure whether I had to take the corruption or whether I could choose to.
No.
not heal my corruption.
You can choose not to do the attacks, but you must do the damage. Otherwise, people would say, "Oh, I only did 4 black magic to you." The game is designed to force you into, especially with the secrets. You have to kind of figure out how you're going to play your hand based on if you care about your secret or not.
Right. Okay.
So that's kind of the
Okay.
gist. Hey, guess what, guys? Unlike you, apparently, I can do it again. So I'm going to go ahead and open up 5.
Nope.
Because I'm good at this stuff. What is with you guys? Did I teach you how to play the game right, or am I doing something wrong?
Maybe you'll see.
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
You guys.
Find out, maybe.
Yes. Okay, so we go to hour 4. Get your 4 corruption.
Now you're in charge.
Okay.
So remember, you could, if you wanted to, at any time. You can go ahead and read your once a game ability, Aaron.
Once per game, use during the acquire spell phase. You may acquire your spells from any pentagram locus, even if they are guarded. You must still pay the cost as normal.
So you could, at any time, choose to buy a big spell at your 21 corruption. Probably not this turn, maybe, but that's what you could do as your special ability, which is actually really fantastic. They're really powerful spells. So I'm glad I told it to you late in the game,
Right. Oh, yeah.
because you had already screwed yourself over so early in the game. I didn't want you to feel bad about it. So just now that I can make you feel bad. Holy crap!
Yeah.
What did he do to you?
He's not been kind to me, so
I think we're about to lose the game here, guys.
probably. So I'm not going to buy anything with the hopes that there's some big bad demon comes and eats
All right,
all my
well,
corruption.
since you guys apparently... one of the other beautiful things to me about the game is that, remember, all the risk gets kicked. So a lot of times it looks like, oh, I'm doing well. But what's really happened is that you've decided to be so nice to me that I'm still in a good place.
And I'm hurting. I'm hurting the team.
So, and this is really fun. When things go bad, what happens is, especially in 5 and 6 player games, the game will actually, the corruption will creep around the table from the bad.
Right.
Because people are like, oh crap, more stuff.
We just got to make up. We're trying to make up
You have to
for
keep
our
I can
teammates'
kill everything in
downfalls
front of me.
there.
Oh my gosh.
So now you get all the corruption.
That's right. That's pain all the time. So there you go. But I'm going to go ahead and be nice because
You're so kind.
I'm so kind. I'm a loving, sweet person. And I'm going to go ahead and buy this for 5, which is I get 3 black magic, or this is the nice one, banish a demon facing an adjacent witch.
Oh, that's nice.
Anyone. Just bam, it's gone. And who's leader? You're leader, so
Yes,
I'll be
I
able
am.
to banish your demons without, because he'll go before me. I can't do it. It's not.
Yeah.
But at least I can help him, making the assumption. I get a kick of corruption. Yes. Kick. All right. So here we go, Aaron. And Matt, this might be the end of the game right here.
Could be. Yeah, I think
You're
it is.
so lucky.
Oh, okay.
You're so lucky.
There is a 7 there, and she doesn't require any sigils open, so I'm going to lose 7 corruption, which is just... Well, no, I'm still at 20. So that's barely going to do it, because I'm at 20 now. Then I'm going to have this roach come in. He's going to take me down to 19. So I'm going to get him, and then this throw up.
Throw up. Yep.
Throw up, yeah. So I'm going to lose 1 more corruption.
I love that art, by the way. I think that's a really fun piece of art.
So that actually puts me exactly at 19. So that was just enough.
Well then,
By the skin of my teeth.
That is
fortuitous.
that was beautiful. So these 3 come after me. There you go.
Okay, so Ken, do you have 4 corruption?
You know what? I have a nice, pleasant 16 corruption.
Do you have your orange gate open?
No, it's the only gate I don't have open.
Oh, there you go. That one's fine. How about Smiles? Do you have 4 corruption?
Yes.
And it doesn't matter. Do you have the blue gate open?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you're going to get Smiles. So that's
Oh,
4
so
corruption.
cute. He's your little boogie.
And then finally, you also still have 2 corruption.
Yeah.
There's no gates open
Oh,
there,
goodness
so-
gracious. So there we go. So these guys have come over to me, and that's loving. I feel like we're really getting lots of friends here. It's like we're going to, oh, no. Oh, thank gosh. That's good.
I only need 1. It's fine.
No. It's because of this
Oh,
card. Go ahead and
Jesus.
show this. This is the biggest, most powerful card in the game. It's the worst thing.
The Z Demon Lord.
So if somebody was unlucky enough to have all their sigils open,
And 10 corruption.
notice that he's a 7/10. He dex 4, does 12, but it's the glares kind of kill it there. But it
during
says-
the corruption phase, all witches gain corruption from your black magic.
so every point of black magic you
So I
spend.
give it to both of you. Yeah.
No, you too.
Oh,
You
me
give it to
too. Oh, me-
everybody.
Oh, yeah.
So
all right.
He's the little
Oh,
cats
boy.
jump in front of him a lot. He's a cat collector.
Oh boy.
So, but we don't have to deal with him because
No.
you're lucky you don't have all your sigils open.
Do you have 6 corruption, Aaron?
I do.
And do you have the green and the yellow sigils open?
I do not.
Okay, so you're fine with him too.
Okay.
And then you're gonna get this one though, Dark Leaf. It's gonna do 3 corruption to you. So he's gonna eat 3 of that.
Oh my gosh, you're at 18. Wow, we just barely survived this
Oh,
hour,
geez.
man. That's insane. Oh, look at him.
Oh, he's cute.
Yes,
It
no,
looks like
remember,
Groot.
remember he won't let you use Gaia magic, so
Okay.
that's too bad for you. And good. Okay, so we are done with our demons phase. So let's come back up here, unbind your demons, and we lived.
Yeah.
So we normally close all our sigils. Like I said, it doesn't really matter because we're just going to get reset. So sometimes it's easier just to not. Go ahead and draw your 5 cards, or do you get 6 this time? Is this the first time that you don't get 6?
I think this
Yeah.
is the first time I don't get
So
sick.
I mean, right now I'm gonna use my special abilities. I'm gonna do some customer service. I'm gonna.
Customer service.
Yeah. Who is in some more shape here? Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to be able to be fine. 'Cause,
Okay, so Aaron, 6 bite worth of. So I'm gonna take care of the top 2 dudes for you. So I'm gonna
Okay.
banish
So
the
both-
2 of those.
Both of those are.
So those are gone. You're
and then you go
welcome.
ahead and put a token on your special ability so that you've used it. Thank you, by the way. I think that's going to have a huge effect. So you can see the game when you have to use your abilities. I'm hoping that it comes across that
Right.
It's not like a game where the game is very much about a lot of choices. It's not like you're just sitting here and it's not an exercise. It's a holy crap, what are we going to do
Yeah.
to survive? I don't know if that's what you guys get. but
Oh
that's
no!
what I'm trying.
Yeah, I definitely feel some peril here. It's very nice.
So, and as a reminder, Jenny can always jump in front of something. So she can jump in front of a bad guy if you're worried about it. And I've got a Black Adder here. I could pass him off. You look like, are you gonna be okay?
I don't think so.
All right, I'm gonna pass Black Adder over to you. So you now have him in front of you to help.
I mean, are you going to be okay, Aaron?
You know what? Aaron's going to be really okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to send this to the Ether to heal him 15. So I'm going to blow up a level 5 spell, and you lose 15 corruption.
Do you have to use your eyeball ability?
No.
Okay.
It just doesn't happen if you don't.
Okay. Oh boy, this is...
Darn it. I'm going to have to do it that way, I think. Yep. I'm good.
Matt has about 19.
I think I have to do this one. I might not be doing this correctly, but we'll see.
Hey, if we lose, we lose, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm ready.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Conk.
Okay.
So you're going to take 5, and you're going to open all but green, yellow, and purple.
So Ken, you're going to take 3, and you're going to open up your green and your red.
Just like conceded that, and it was just like we were way too far behind in it.
And then our healing happens right now too, as well, right?
Huh?
Oh.
You're not yeah. The top 4 are not green though. Put it back. There you go.
Throughout the entire game, to build those alliances.
That's all I could do.
The alliances are
I'm not particularly good at opening sigils.
So I'm healing 1.
So remember, you
Oh, I
open.
made a mess here. I just realized.
You open those.
I put it on top
Yeah.
of my discards.
In general, just if you splay them, it makes it invert splay like this.
Matt, you're going to take 3.
There you go.
I'm trying.
So actually, I took 6 because the cat
Oh, I didn't even. Yeah, I forgot that you
It's all
passed
good.
that off. Okay, so what did I take, Aaron?
3. You're
3.
going to open red and yellow.
Red and yellow.
And we heal now too. If you have any white magic, so I'll heal 1.
Now I'm going to heal for 4.
And if you notice on the reference card, go ahead and show the reference card for a second.
Yeah.
Some people will be like, wow, there's a lot of different corruption stuff. It actually just flat out, if you just follow the rules, it just tells you add corruption, black corruption, then heal. That
Right.
allows you to like heal after people have given you stuff.
Right.
So I just wanted to make sure people
Okay.
can see that. And on the back of the reference card, it tells you all the
symbols.
Symbols, so it's easy to find what you need to do.
Very good.
So we're good. So all right. So I guess it goes to you, or did you give him his stuff? Did you give him his love?
I did.
We're good. Okay. So
Fantastic.
you're leader, right?
Yes, I am.
So hold up.
Oh, I was adding, or am I not?
No,
adding
it's on your
card?
turn.
Okay.
So what did you add? Okay, so it's you?
Okay, so first off, I'm going to heal 4 corruption from. I thought you had a lot more corruption. Ken,
I just I killed 15 of it for him.
Oh, okay. So Ken, you're going to heal 4 corruption.
Hey, that makes me happy. Thank
Okay. Then
you. We got past the tough part.
So with that, I'm going to add 4 white magic to the pool, and then I've got the ability right now to use white magic to banish any demons this hour. So I've got enough there to get rid of the hate demon for 6.
take
Then,
it down.
So get rid of that bad
Nice,
boy.
nice. Little inversion there, open up in the sun.
Whoops. Okay, so then I am going to deal 3 damage to the throw up there.
Yep, he's
so
dead.
they're dead. Then I still have these 2. Or no, did you bind him for
Nope.
me? That was last turn.
That was last turn.
Oh, poo.
You can use the adder, right?
You can use the adder to jump in front of it, and if you don't want to take the...
What,
Yeah.
It says what? Give the person.
Yeah, you can just spend 2. Give me 2 corruption and bind a demon.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I'll give you 2 corruption.
Well, that's
and
very nice of you.
You're welcome, and I'm gonna bind them.
Nice, well done, well done. Good
So
thought on
I'm
that.
still gonna take the damage from the demonic rogue.
Yeah, so good. Burn 1, gain 3.
Then I'm gonna nuke this card as well, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna be able to draw an extra card next hour.
Sweet.
Even though that doesn't really matter because I think it's gonna be the end of that. So that's the end of my turn there.
Yep, so you put a little +1 on your deck, wherever it would be.
So I am going to take the 3 corruption damage
and
from the roach.
we did burn the 1.
Okay, perfect.
So for me, I go ahead and I'm actually gonna banish that rage demon for you
Okay.
by destroying this card with one of the things, and then I have a total of 5. So I'll bind both. I'll basically bind all my demons. So we deck 1, unfortunately. And then I'm also gonna draw an extra card next hour. So that's me, and it's you.
So I have 3. So I am going to banish him.
Nice.
So I've got no demons now.
Yeah, see the ebb and flow.
Finally, I caught up.
That's
to
how the game works. Is the
Yeah.
ebb and flow. People go, oh gosh, and then
Very cyclical.
And then,
Yeah.
then I'm going to add 4 white magic.
nice,
to
nice.
the thing.
Very good.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually got to add 1. What's that?
Oh, more magic, yay!
So
And only the leader gets to spend the white magic.
at the end, well, no, on your turn you can use it right now, but at the end the leader gets one last chance to use it for anyone but themselves. Did you want to blow? You can't help yourself. You could blow up one of my demons if you want. You got 6?
Yeah, I got 6.
Oh, that would get rid of the hater. That's nice.
Yeah, let's get rid of the hate demon for you.
All right, thank you. That's very kind of you.
So we used up all our white magic. And
Yes.
it's going to be the end of hour there.
Okay, so if you can progress your secret, go ahead. I can't.
Can't.
I cannot progress my secret this turn.
So I mean, what I'll do now, just because why not? I can't progress. So that's
Oh, you're a bad girl.
you know. So I'm going to reveal this at the end of the phase, and I get to banish any 3 demons.
Sweet.
So I'm going to get rid of that one.
Nice.
Let's get rid of the brown coat. And then Demonic Roach isn't too bad, so how about we get rid of your rat too, because he's a
Okay.
little harder to kill.
Cool. Man, I'm feeling good about this now. We've actually really turned this around.
Okay.
But we almost died last round. Like 2 of us.
I mean, I still have a lot of corruption going on right now, so... Yeah.
And now we're all going to encounter 5 instead of 3 lurking demons next
Yay!
hour.
But that
Yeah.
it gives me a better chance to possibly get rid
Yeah,
of
well,
that
hey,
corruption.
that was really great. That's a good job. That was fantastic.
Oh, we almost cleared the board.
And since you resolved your secret,
Right.
right? This is permanently removed, and we have access to that spell deck for the rest of the game.
That's very cool. So
That's
that
very
would
cool,
flip
yeah.
over. Let's just see what one of these bad boys are. So that gives you 0 black magic, but Lightning Bolt is acquire a spell costing 5 or less from any pentagram locust for free. Send the card to the Aether. Send the card below it to the Aether.
Yeah, so you burn spells under, you thin our deck, but you get a free spell
Oh, that's
of 5 or less.
That's
Or,
nice.
or the more important one is spin that puppy.
Yeah, 4.
The most powerful white magic spell in the game.
4 white.
4
magic.
white magic, just bam, punch you in the face. 4 white magic.
That's pretty.
So
nifty.
so there's only one 6th level spell per player that's ever put in the game. Now one person can buy more of them, but in terms of what's in the
There's
deck,
only 3 to start.
right. So they're the bombs, right? When they show up, they're the yes. I have come to show you that Jesus is part of our
Here's my
team.
card, and it's bigger than yours.
That's right. That's right. My card's bigger than your card. So, yeah, look, so you can see that since we turned it around, we might actually have a relatively easy last 2 turns of the game, or it might get worse. We don't know. But in terms
knows?
of, you can see the game does ebb and flow a lot.
Right,
we get
right.
a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
So, are you good? Are we happy to go? Go to hour 5?
yeah.
Get this going? All right. I'm the leader. Gain your 5 corruption for hour 5.
Yay, more corruption.
So, that's love. And I get to buy spells. Oh my gosh, we still have a level 1 spell. That's actually ridiculous.
You're at 26 now, Matthew?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
A little bit worried about that.
5 demons though, so
Let's pray that hurts, helps. So you know what? I'm at 18. I should buy the solar, but you have so little health.
If I use it, it heals him, right?
Well, you'll heal yourself to 4, but you can use the white magic to banish anything that he's coming out with. There are, by the way, since there's other scenes I told you about in stories, some of the
Right.
later scenes, some of the characters, some of the other spells in the game let you use white magic to heal other people too. So
Okay.
that does happen. Like the one after this one's in a library. It's called Winter Book Club, and there's a little demon book that's gone angry, the Necronomicon, and it's
course.
running around and it's eating all of the spells
God.
on the decks each turn. You have to find a way to stop it by killing demons.
oh, that's hard.
Simultaneously, there are special spells. Whoever plays the most white magic gets a special spell. Whoever uses the most black magic gets special spells
Right.
to the deck. So, but the point though is that in that one, if you're at the library, one person starts there by being at borrow 1 here, and then the leader can summon other people using white magic. And once you're in the library can heal you because you're in like our sanctum. So that's kind of how it balances back and forth. So
good.
anyway, that was a lot of stuff. Are you just going to go ahead?
you progressed yours.
No, he might just use a special ability.
I was
Oh,
thinking
okay.
about it. I just wanted to see what it was.
Yeah, that's a 1, which sounds like why am I paying 4 for 1? But it's an extra potential, so it's you can actually blow it up to power other spells, and it just sits out. So you'll always have the access to a blow up spell, right? So
Is
that's
it alright if I leave that
yeah,
face up?
yes, that's absolutely perfect. And most of the time people do that. By the way, they just leave the card's face up once you understand what there's going on. It's just easier.
Okay.
But okay, so did you want to buy any? I have to choose
It's up
shit
to you,
and
yeah.
stuff. You know what?
Do it.
I want that spell
it.
for 1. That's just absurd. The 1 white magic.
For 1 corruption.
It basically pays for itself if I survive. I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Aaron?
I'm going to take.
Ooh.
Nice, nice. Oh man. Bam. Oh, and here's another, just because I like showing off the 6s.
So that's 2 white magic, but then if you nuke a smaller card, gain 4
Which like you
white
get up to
magic.
6, which is
That's
pretty
nice.
fantastic.
And it thins out your deck with the smaller cards, too.
It's really good. It's a good spell. But you can also imagine that if it's late game and you get that and you have no more lightning bolts.
Right.
But he was smart. He has the access if he wanted to later to,
I used my. Because you're guarding
Yeah,
that one right now,
that's
so
what
I
I'm saying.
used that to take.
I'm saying you were smart because you still have plenty of stuff going. You didn't go for the lightning bolt. You went for the other toy. So do you want to buy anything, Mr. 26 Corruption, and not all your sigils open?
No.
Because you want us to die like the pigs we are?
I mean, we're going to face 5 demons.
We are going to face 5 demons.
You don't have very many sigils open.
I don't, so I'm going to stay put.
All right, here we go.
I haven't been able to build my deck at all the last couple turns. This is bad.
So let's see here. I got
Going
1,
for you
2,
first.
3, 4, 5. All right.
So, corruption-wise, what's the most here? 5 corruption?
Yeah, I have 19 corruption.
Oh, okay.
But I only have my top 2 sigils open.
Okay, but this one doesn't care.
Oh, that one doesn't care. So I get 5 for that. That's good.
This one is, you're not going to face him, so that's fine. 4 corruption.
4 corruption.
Doesn't
okay.
matter the gate, or the sigil.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
2 corruption doesn't matter.
Oh wow, this is man. You got rid of. I had a keg of corruption. You
1
got rid of my
corruption
keg.
doesn't matter. You got 4 demons.
I was like living in Happy Land.
Nope, now you're in hell. Welcome. You're in hell.
Matt, sometimes with you why'd you have to go read the Necronomicon?
You know,
what was with you, man?
It seemed like a good read.
As a cool thing, by the way, if you notice, since all the M6, there's a little symbol on some of the special cards, which I'm going to show really quick. If we can find, if you look right here, there's a special symbol up here that tells you that they have a special ability that's different than everyone else. But otherwise, you can just stack the demons that are the same type. So you can stack the imps because you know what they do.
Oh, okay.
To mend the amount of space that you have to use on the board.
Very cool.
So that's a quick, easy way to get that going. Oh, good. And that Gaia spell I just bought, I can't use.
Yay!
So yay for us. That's gonna love you. It'll be nice to you. So
Aaron's turn to get some demons. So 4 more there.
Yep. Look at this. Bam.
Okay, so Aaron, 5 corruption. Do you have the bottom 3 gates open?
I do not.
Okay, 4 corruption. Doesn't matter, so you're getting it. 3 corruption. Also doesn't matter, so you get that too.
Okay, super.
2 corruption. Do you have your blue gate open?
I do.
You're going to take that. 2 corruption. Doesn't matter the gate, so you're going to take that too.
Oh, super.
And she's a weenie.
So you take 4 demons as well.
So no big deal. We're good.
Okay, so
All
I'm
right.
going to need this. This could be the end here.
This could be the end. So there you go.
Biggest first. So we have our 5 corruption buddy here. I don't have those gates open, so it doesn't apply. Then we have 4 corruption. I don't have those gates open, so it doesn't apply. Then we have 3 corruption. I don't have those gates open. It doesn't apply. 2 corruption. I have that gate open, so I healed 2 corruption.
Yes! Oh, come on, please!
1 corruption. Doesn't matter. Unfortunately, that means we're at the end of this round. I have 23 corruption.
We lose
so
the game.
I'm sorry.
We lost.
I'm evil. What can I say?
So,
Went and ruined it for everyone.
I mean, granted, I got most of that from you.
yeah, it was really not that he made mistakes.
No, he didn't heal himself. It's
It's
totally his fault.
it's not his fault. Let's see how this works.
Okay, fine.
I don't know. I like you. I thought you did a great job.
Thank you.
You did good, Matt. Congratulations on making us lose.
Yay! That's what I do best.
So, any comments or thoughts, you guys?
Oh,
good or
fantastic!
bad?
I love it. I really want to play this again because I started picking the strategy up a little bit more
as
for
you
the
start to go along, like
deck building
You're
wise.
right. There's a lot of moving pieces, at least initially. But all the turns are the same. So once you've gone through them a few times, they become much more intuitive. So I get what you're saying about how the game increases in speed. After
Right.
you've encountered things a little bit.
And it does ramp up nicely because you start off with 1 demon like that, and so right
here's
now,
5.
all of a sudden we have what 12 demons.
It's like, what the heck, man? What was your secret? Let's at least find out what that was, so that we.
Oh, I had to have over 20 corruption.
Oh, so you one time you never ended at
That's
over
why
20 corruption because you always gained it afterwards. Oh,
That's funny.
that's hysterical. So when I was wondering why when I gave you the 15, I'm like, yay, I'm helping him, and you gave me this look like, and I thought for myself, does he just really hate the game? And I'm like, what's happening? Why is he? I just healed you.
I was trying to get to put a thing.
So you
on
guys
there.
see, we almost made it. We'd only had one more turn.
Yeah, we were closer than I thought we would
So
be.
if you-
all
it's-
things considered.
If it's cool, I want to show you just a few other things that are the rest of the, like what happens after this. If we were ever won, so the game is like this: is once you play, you can always play the later things, but it suggests that you can either play them as a campaign or you can just play them. So if you played them as a campaign, you'd play this until you win,
Okay.
and then you go to the next scenario. So I just want to grab just two things and show you. So
Okay,
first.
so you can just keep playing the same one over and over until you
Yeah,
there's no
but
penalty.
you can see that this it's
hard.
easily played with lots of people.
Yeah.
6 players, it's easy to play with 3, right? Because it's all simultaneous actions.
Right.
It doesn't really add too much time once they know what you're doing. So once you've played it once or twice, you go just about as fast.
Absolutely.
But so this is the training day scenario. If you want to put it under there, that's where Mr. Patterson is teaching us politely how to. He actually summons the demons, and we don't actually have our special abilities. The bad guys don't have their special abilities. If you're not a gamer, that's a great scenario. If you are a gamer, just the first guy runs through it to kind of figure it out.
Get your feet
This
right.
what we just played is what I'm like. Reviewers, this is what people should be looking at to say whether they like the game or not. You know, that's why it's 1, not 0. That's 0. It's like, here's how to teach. So, like, here's the Winter Book Club. I want to show that the game really doesn't just progress; it actually changes. So, in the Winter Book Club, I told you that little demon runs around,
Right.
and then also, I have to get one little thing here.
You also there's a lot of extra special cards in the game that come about because
The scenario. So things change as you play. So you don't have to always play the same game. So you could just go and play this, but in this one, every time you play, there are super good spells that are called Aurora Magic, and basically you see, like, that's ridiculous, right?
Oh.
So the maximum corruption by. Okay. So we wouldn't have lost.
Right. If he had played that, he could have gone. So that's something. And what happens is in that one, for example, whoever plays the most white magic gets that card on top of their deck, and then the person who plays the most black magic, like, might get this, which is one of the Necronomicon spells.
Embrace darkness.
But here's the trick: is that if everyone plays the same amount of white magic, no one gets the spell. So you have to kind of play it out to see. And then later on, after that, you might jump down into hell
Of course.
to go save the previous witches. So in the book, there's a story of how these witches got lost and got taken down to hell. They become the guardians on the deck, and we can't use white magic to help each other until we save them all.
Aha.
This one's designed so that if you don't have a lot of time, like you're saying, okay, well, I want to play this game, but I don't want to spend more than 40 minutes, even with 6 players.
Right.
This game gets so hard so fast because there's actual hunter demons that are coming in and trying to attack you because you're down in hell. So they're hunting you down. And we can't win until all the hunter demons are dead and we've saved all the all the witches.
Times current album. Oh
That's
my.
Yeah,
that's mean.
but you see, when you save a witch, lost witch, you actually get to hand them off, and they give you an extra special ability.
Right.
Okay.
And so I'm just to finish this off. We've got they then, when you've saved them all, actually were possessed, so they started a chant to try to open the gate. Mm-hmm. So in that one, all the spells are open. There are no guards, and you ambush them. But crazy events start happening because bad guys are coming. So events get added to the game that destroy you.
Oh, boy.
Really, really make it hard.
Oh, so
Like-
now you don't have the choice. They're all black.
Yeah,
magic.
everything's black
Oh,
magic.
man.
And then finally in Halloween, which is the last one, this is kind of neat. You get to remember those lost witches you saved?
Right.
You can write it down if you want to, if you play the campaign, or you can just pick them. The lost witches show up and say, yeah, we actually did it. And all the demons are coming out on Halloween.
Oh boy.
At the end of the turn. So not only do the demons show up, there's a mega demon who is
Beelzebub.
guarded by
Nice.
3 demons that we have to bypass. This has even if you're really good, has like a 10 to 15% chance win rate. It's really, really, really hard.
Nice.
It's like, try to grab it. And there's 3 different bad guy demons. But the point is that by the end, you can really ramp up the difficulty. But I think it's kind of fun that it also tells a story. where you can actually go and
Where
grab your
everything kind of
friends and
progresses
like
along
and,
and-
and oh, Art, we're coming. We're going to join us. So
Yeah.
So anyway, I just want to kind of show you guys some of the other aspects of the game. So there's a lot here for replayability purposes. So
Very cool. And I saw a question earlier in the chat. Someone was asking if this is the final copy of the game.
minus these guys who have the
white
white rim, this is the final copy, but I basically just sleeved it because they had made an error in the print. Other than that,
Gotcha.
why do the people not think it's good? I think it's
I don't know,
think
they
it's
were just-
beautiful.
they were
art.
just curious.
But yeah, it's I think the art's pretty nice. It's,
The art's
beautiful.
gorgeous on this. And there is
final
a
components.
lot of stuff in this game, and in the good way.
Yeah.
They're asking what carries over between scenarios.
You may choose to carry. So in the base game, the deck resets. Your decks reset. In later scenarios, the Lost Witches join you and follow you around. We have designed an expansion for the game, if it does well enough, where it adds a few other witches, and you can actually play semi-competitively where only the bottom 6 witches survive. But also, it has cards that actually get to you slowly build your deck and evolves the game as you play it.
Very cool.
With other scenarios. And in that game, you can actually play up to 12 players. You can actually have 2 covens competing simultaneously around a bigger table
Aha.
with an extra piece if you want to do that.
Very nice.
But that's that for right now. Nothing carries over, and part of that was just because we wanted people to be able to say, some of these take 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and some of them take an hour. Like Halloween is like a good. You want to sit down 2-hour game because it's really, really hard.
Understandable.
So you can choose how you want to play it. We wanted to leave that open for people.
Very cool. And I think the most important question here is where can we find this?
That's great. Yeah. Okay. So it debuts at Gen Con, and if you buy it at Gen Con, or if you pick up the GMT magazine for August, there'll be a special promos. So if you pick it up at Gen Con or a con, you get a special alternate scenario. And that is actually where you get to play the Lost Witches instead of yourselves. You get to play the Lost Witches before they went down into the heck.
Oh, like a prequel
It's a prequel scenario,
Very
and
cool.
In it, all the little green demons, the little possessed animals in Dark Fae, they're going to become good again in the morning. So you have to try to save a certain number of them. You have to keep them alive without losing.
Okay.
So you can't kill them off and get your.
So you want to bind them, or
Right,
or
but
just
you
keep
actually
their whatever.
you actually get to play. So you play a character and choose which deck you have, but then you choose a Lost Witch, and her special ability is the ability you get throughout the entire scenario.
That's cool.
That's kind of neat.
Nice.
And then you have an alternate Mr. Patterson, who is of course reading about how to catch and cook cats, and he allows you to. He allows you to acquire spells. And then finally, there's a level 6 spell, which is ridiculously powerful. It allows everyone to talk during the insight phase,
Oh, nice.
or allows you to just banish
a warlock.
a Warlock, Lost Witch, or Locust Guardian.
That could be
So
handy.
kind of fun. So neat stuff you can get at Gen Con.
Very cool.
And or other places. We'll have a limited number of copies. We might have to limit the number that we sell per day.
Mm-hmm.
But it's and as a note, there's another game called Witching Hour that's also coming out at Gen Con. Not to be confused with our Approaching Dawn, the Witching Hour. So I'll hold up the box. But they're completely different games. Ours is this big game. Theirs is a smaller trick-taking game.
Okay.
That's competitive. So very different games, but we don't know if that will help or hurt, but what can we do about it? So.
Okay, so check out Approaching Dawn, The Witching Hour. Thank you so much, Ken. Oh, I'm sorry, really quick, MSRP, if you are comfortable.
Yeah, I don't know if they're comfortable saying which one it
Okay,
is right now,
that's
but
fine.
It's I'm guessing it's going to be in it's in the $60 range because it's a huge amount of game.
Yeah,
it's like literally 10 pounds of game.
There's real estate here. All right, thank you so much for joining us,
Thank
Ken.
you, I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Good.